Okay. All right. Welcome to the Buchanan Community Schools Board of Education meeting. All meetings have been posted on our website, in our central office, and in each district building. Tonight's agenda has been posted on our website and emailed out to the BCS Board of Education community subscription. Board members received the agenda and all supporting documentation of reports and actions several days prior to the scheduled meeting, so we can review, prepare questions or comments, and are ready to participate fully in discussions and votes. This meeting is a meeting of the Board of Education in public for the purpose of conducting the school district's business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. The Buchanan Community Schools Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment and the importance of allowing members of the public to express themselves on district matters as indicated during the public comment portion of the agenda. Thank you for your support of Buchanan Community Schools. And we will go ahead and start with our Pledge of Allegiance. I had it right. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, if we can go ahead with roll call, please.
Thank you. Mr. Carlson.
Here.
Ms. Brackett.
Here.
Mr. Brown.
Here.
Ms. Lesh here. Dr. Carlin.
Here.
Dr. Burnett. Here. And Ms. Berry.
Here. All right, and then we'll move on to the adoption of the agenda.
I move the agenda for the regular board meeting of July 21st, 2025 be adopted as written.
Support.
Roll call.
Mr. Carlson.
Yes.
Ms. Brackett.
Yes.
Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Ms. Lesh, yes. Dr. Carlin.
Yes.
Dr. Burnett.
Yes.
And Ms. Berry.
Yes. Thank you to those of you that are here for coming on a nice school or summer evening, non-schools. And we'll move on to our points of pride.
Yeah, so we are in the cusp of summer, and I know for just what rises to the top for me is the work that is happening in our buildings. I know the security window coverings are going up. The trike at Ottawa has been done, and we are excited about that work. We also know there's work going on around the field, the baseball field, and I'll get into that just a little bit later with an update. I don't know if there's any other points of pride.
The fencing is
The fencing,
other.
I'm sorry.
That's
Yeah,
exciting.
fencing.
Yep. Good. All right. That leads us into presentations, and we have Mr. Curlin for our goal reporting.
Good evening. If you recall in the spring and every year, because we use NWA as one of our testing, we do that 2 to 3 times a school year. In order to have that, some of that paid for by a grant, we have to do a requirement for 104H, which is to report scores to the board. And we did that earlier this year, mid-year, which was around February. And tonight I'm here just to talk about the end of the school year report, which is in June. The data was finished up in June. I was on vacation, so I'm here to take care of that tonight for you. So if you recall, we do NWA in K through 8 at least twice a year. Sometimes we do it 3 times, depending on the grade level. And our goals for this year, we had 2 goals, math and reading. And in the fall, or in the mid-year, we gave you the scores for the mid-year. And then this year, at the end of the year, we're going to report those scores. That's the last couple pages. And so I'm going to slide forward to that. The math results there. Math points of pride. The math goal is met for all students in grades kindergarten, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th and 7th grade. Female students met their goals in grades kindergarten, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 7th. And then male students met their goal in grades kindergarten, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. And you'll see I put down what the grade level cutoffs were there in yellow for the end of the year. Most of them are between 59 and 67%. And then you also see we did that for, it also breaks it down by ethnicity, special education, economic disadvantage, English learners. The tough thing for us is we have such a low number of kids in those areas. You'll see the scores skewed like 100%. Well, that might be 3 kids out of 3 for that area. So just wanted to let you know. The big ones we've been looking at are, like I said, the overall female and male. And then the last page is the reading results, K through 8. So the reading points of pride was met for all students in grades 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Female students met their goals in grades 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then male students met their goals in 4, 5, 7, and 8. Great job with NWA, especially in math this year. So this year we were even quite a bit up in math. It doesn't usually rank that high across the board, even if you went to other districts. It's usually reading much higher, math not as high. So it's nice to see that our math scores are kind of catching up. Again, the scores there range, cutoff point between 55 and 68%, and they did a nice job. So that's my report for this year, end of the year. Any questions or comments?
Can you go back one slide to the map?
Yep.
I'm looking at the bottom left there in
Yep.
the gender. We
Yep.
have one says 0, like, right? Like, so what's the outlier there? If I'm reading that
Outlier?
table right, like it's math.
Eighth grade had some issues with their testing, I guess. Did not come through on the report.
And the site went down during.
Yeah, the site went down during it, so they had troubles both times.
So we have bad data.
We have that data, I think. I'd have to go back and double check. That's the report that I was given from NWA.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
But I did go back and check, and yes, they did have scores for each kid in there, which is what they were using for their goals and things like that at the end of the year. Yeah. And then in the middle of the year, 8th grade did not test in the middle of the year. You have to do it at least twice. They did at the beginning of the year, end of the year. So,
Thank you.
okay? Any other questions?
All these scores when they go home in a proper sheet, right? To
Yeah,
the
yeah.
parents,
In the fall, they'll
right?
get them as a letter.
Yep.
Okay, a nice little printed out color copy they can
Yep,
print
I was
out.
like, is it color copy?
Yeah,
right?
it can be. Yeah, if they print in color.
Right, right.
More than likely, it's probably black and white, just because of the cost. But yeah,
So
most
one
of the
thing-
elementaries send theirs home at the end of the school year with them.
One thing Kelly did bring up is that for the math scores, we have implemented, and our scores, since I've been here, what I've seen is the math scores have been higher
Yep.
than our literacy scores anyway, just kind of a pattern here in Buchanan. But Buchanan, we did adopt and implement Reveal Math. Is it 5 through 8? And then for our K through 4, we just kind of readopted the updated version of Go Math. And we also use the intervention Delta Math in our K through 4, or is it K5?
Been a lot of work done in math in the last
Yes.
5 to 7 years. Needed it.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
yeah.
And as a result, too, one of the things I was in the superintendent's retreat all day today, and there's been talk about possibly doing county goals as a pilot for math, which is also going to help strengthen our math scores as a county. We're really excited about that work moving forward, too.
I know that a couple years back, a lot of districts wanted to know what we were doing in NWA because our scores were so high in math, which is nice to know. So, okay. Any other questions or comments? All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next up, we have the information reports and new business. First up, the Curriculum and Programming Committee from July 1st meeting.
I can take that one. So the curriculum committee met on July 1st along with some administrators. So Mr. Kurland, Mr. Orsillo, Mrs. Robinson, myself, Dr. Carlin, and Ms. Lesh. And we primarily met to discuss something that's later on the agenda here about the PE requirement being replaced for students that take a certain amount of band, which we'll discuss in a little bit.
Great. Okay. Anything else to add?
That was the only agenda item. It was a nice short meeting.
All right. Next, we have the Human Resources Committee meeting, July 16th.
So I'll take that one too.
Thank you, Jen.
So on July 16th, Ms. Berry, Mrs. Robinson, Mrs. Lesh, Ms. Brunsting, and myself met to just discuss the resignations, terminations, retirements, and transfers that have come in, the new hires, and then we discussed some of the open positions. So it was a good meeting, good summary.
Good. Strategic plan update?
Yes, so we completed except for one, there's one group that we're going to finish up, but overall our engagement sessions for the strategic planning. And there were some themes that did come out of those planning sessions. So for our positive themes and strengths, areas included strong culture and school pride, staff quality and leadership, academic success and opportunities for our students, community and parent involvement, effective systems and infrastructure of our systems that we have in place. Areas needing improvement includes facilities and facility infrastructure, behavior management, and MTSS. And I know that continues to be one of the goals that we work on. We did go through like an MTSS audit a couple years back. We're still working through all of the things that are in that audit. Class sizes and staffing. There were a lot of staffing that talked about the class sizing. Academic programs and curricular alignment, communication and vision, student engagement and mental health, and parent and community integration and transitions. So those areas will hopefully bubble to the top as we continue with the strategic planning, and we can then develop goals from those. One of the things, our next step, we have been working, Michelle, myself, and Rachel, we've been working on the survey that we're going to put out in August. So this will help get more input from the vast people in our district to add to that. And we have a meeting scheduled in August with the strategic planning team. So then we'll plan our next steps from that. So lots of work that we've been doing around strategic planning on the back end. And if I may, just one update. So I talked about the baseball fencing project, or the field fencing project that's going around, and many of you will see that the fence has been removed. And working with the company, the fence was supposed to have been in a long time ago. By July 31st, the project was supposed to have been completed. The fence is on back order. And so Mark is working with the company. He's given them some deadlines. And I know they can't just produce the fence if it's on back order. They just can't produce it. So what are some other options that they would provide for us while we're waiting for the fence to come in? Because it is open. It is open. And I know Mark was just telling me softball has a camp that's coming up. Those balls are going to be going everywhere. So we do need an option B. Mark, you have anything else to add to that?
So I had a discussion with Aaron from Custom Fence today on the phone. More of a one-way discussion, me talking, those of you that know me. So in the contract that we sent with him, I think I put June 31st, middle of July at the latest. So we had a backup plan. And then while I was on vacation, I heard there wasn't much being done, so I emailed him when I was in New York and had a contact with him. So they came out a couple of days there and took down what you see. Then when I got back from vacation, I hadn't heard anything. I emailed him last week, didn't hear anything. Then two people emailed me asking about it. So I called him yesterday and said, hey, give me a call. His comment to me is, it's on back order. And I said to him, we've both been around long enough to know the back order game. That, the nice fancy fence that's going along the top, which would match the stuff like in Bering Springs, I understand that, but the 6-foot fence that goes from the corner all the way around back up to the tennis courts is a standard 6-foot black link fence that they could have been putting in. So I did say to him, he says, well, I have a meeting tomorrow with the owner, and I think the owner is supposed to be out there to look at another project. And I said, great, let me know when he's going to be out there. I'd be happy to talk to him too. So hopefully I'll have a meeting with him later on this week, or we'll get an answer by Wednesday of when they're going to get some actual progress done. I'm going to guess that I'm going to get an answer. Well, we'll be out there in 3 or 4 days or middle of next week to start, which is better than what they were saying, because right now he's saying 2 to 3 weeks out, and I said that's not going to work because we have football games starting. There is a camp coming. I'm going to see if I can get that closed in before the camp. It's a camp, so it's not as big a deal, but still needs to be closed in. Then I told him, you're not going to be able to take down the backstop now because it was supposed to be done before July 31st, so there wasn't an issue with any camp or anything going on. So hopefully we'll have some type of resolution or scheduled by Wednesday or Thursday of this week that's more detailed that I can pass along to Trish. On a positive note, while I'm up here, the AC project is going very well. They'll be about 75% complete by Monday. They should have the media center done, the art room done, the band room done. So they should have just the big CTE room to do, and they're supposed to start that next week, and that'll take about 2 weeks. So the plan and goal, and it looks pretty good right now, that it'll be ready to go when school starts. They still have some control systems to do. Siemens has to work on that, but the main AC units and all that, they put those up on the roof and got them all hooked up, at least in 3 of the buildings. They should be done this week, or 3 of the classrooms, the big areas. So, all right. Any questions on the fencing project around the football field? So hopefully by Wednesday I'll be able to give Trish an update, a better update and a better plan of where we're at. So I was asked today when football started, and I said, I'll get back to you on that because I'm not telling them.
Do we have any recourse on that for when it's not completed? And it's kind of surprising they took it down if they didn't have it ready to put up.
Yeah, well, I told him he had to show some progress because I hadn't seen anything when I was on vacation, so that's why Chris knows the game. I'm playing with them. I said, I need to see some progress because there hasn't been any. So they came out and took that down, but I would have thought that they would have been a lot further than what they are. They should have been further than what they are. You know, today the comment was made to me that, hey, we didn't want to take the old post out because we didn't want to put new posts in the same thing. And I said, look, the math person in me says you just offset the first pole by 8 feet and you'll miss all the other poles. So you could have taken all the other poles out and set the poles. So hopefully after he talks with the owner, and if they come out and talk to me on Wednesday, like Tuesday or Wednesday, because I guess they're supposed to come out to meet with another group on a different project, and so I'm hoping to get in on that meeting to kind of meet with them on that project. That'll be talked about later, and the one that we're currently doing, because we would like to do all of it looking the same.
And then, Mark, you did put in there about payments, like
Yep.
you are withholding.
Yeah, he knows that we've withheld payment. I told him that we had the check ready to go in June, and when I got back from break, when I saw it wasn't done, I asked the business office to hold it, and Carrie and I confirmed that again today, that we have not paid it yet. Normally, we're pretty good about paying if you're just about done, but we're a long ways away from being just about done.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and then we have a Berrien Cass Van Buren School Board Association update.
Yes, so that group met July 15th. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend. Jake had major vehicle issues on the way. So neither one of us will be able to attend, but I've gotten a lot of documents from them, and I've never been on that committee before. Harvey must have been, because I've seen your name on some of it.
Yeah.
But they seem to be more engaged this year.
Yeah.
Outside, I know Trish went to a meeting last year at SMC, kind of a networking meeting. I don't know if anybody else did, maybe Ruth, but so they're funded through MASB. If they have 2 meetings a year, they didn't have 2 last year, so they didn't get that funding. July 15th was one. I will make the next one scheduled in September. But it looks like they're going to be geared towards training. They sent out a survey. 48 people in those 3 counties, school board members, responded, so I'm guessing not many per board. Legal workshop was the top choice for training. Legislative update was number 2. Those 2 were kind of outliers at the top. And so after the next meeting, I'll have a little better update, but I think that they're going to gear up for informal training or MASB training down here in the 3-county area for school board members.
Good.
Just to piggyback on that, they had talked about that the last time we attended that session for Van Buren Cass and Varian. So that was, it's good to see that moving forward now. So.
Yes.
All right. Next up, we have public comment. I don't think we have anyone here for public comment, and I don't have any cards, so we will go ahead and move on to the adoption of the consent agenda.
I'll do it. I make a motion the Board of Education approves the consent agenda for the regular meeting of July 21st, 2025, be adopted as written, including minutes from the June 16th, 2025 regular meeting, the Treasury expenditure reports and dashboard warrants from June 2025, employment contracts for the 2025-2026 school year. Michelle Munyon, Administrative Assistant to the Superintendent and Board of Education. Tammy Rigglesworth, Payroll and Accounts Payable Clerk. Rebecca Kaltenbach, Food Service Supervisor. Nate Will, Transportation Supervisor. Jennifer Templeton, Administrative Assistant to Transportation. Violet Greenfield, Custodian Coordinator. Michael Cornelius, Maintenance. David Short, Maintenance. Stephen Schaefer, Bus Mechanic. Ethan Kaufman, Custodian. Robert Kaufman, Custodian. Dave Griswold, Custodian. Judith Harmon Conrad, Custodian. Jessica Hendrian, Custodian. Patricia Hosmer, Custodian Substitute. Bryant House, Custodian. Jared Huttenstein, Outdoor Education Coordinator and Custodian Substitute. Felicia Mack, Custodian. Dawn Spielman, Custodian. Sandra Summers, Custodian. Joy Tignor, Custodian. LV Tignor, Custodian. Vincent Tincher, Custodian. Michelle Trail, Custodian. Sophia Williams, Custodian. Joyce Zilke, Custodian. Also the 24-25 extracurricular contract for Dawn Van Dyke. The recommendations to hire is submitted for Lindsay Saul, second grade teacher. Dawn Huff as the Buchanan High School Assistant Principal and CTE Director, and Hillary Casey as the Administrative Assistant at Moccasin. And the coaching recommendation to hire for the 25-26 year submitted for Lillian Holmer, 7th grade volleyball coach.
Support.
Any questions or comments?
Well, welcome to our new staff. There's at least one graduate on there. New high school assistant principal, CTE director will come with good ideas, I'm sure, and welcome.
All right, roll call, please.
Mr. Carlson.
Yes.
Ms. Brackett.
Yes.
Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Ms. Lesh, yes. Dr. Carlin.
Yes.
Dr. Burnett.
Yes.
And Ms. Berry.
Yes. All right, next up, we have the BVA graduation certification.
I move that upon satisfactory completion of the district requirements for high school graduation, the Board of Education hereby approves Buchanan Virtual Academy students Sarah Cruz and Lillian Girolis West and Buchanan Step Up Bella Backus.
Support.
Questions, comments? Congratulations. Yep. And roll call, please.
Mr. Carlson.
Yes.
Ms. Brackett.
Yes.
Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Ms. Lesh, yes. Dr. Carlin.
Yes.
Dr. Burnett.
Yes.
And Ms. Berry.
Yes. Next, we have the BVA course offerings for 25-26.
Move that the Board of Education approves courses for the 2025-2026 school year to be offered through Buchanan Virtual Academy as was submitted.
Support.
All right, questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Carlson.
Yes.
Ms. Brackett.
Yes.
Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Ms. Lesh, yes. Dr. Carlin.
Yes.
Dr. Burnett.
Yes.
And Ms. Berry.
Yes. Next, we have the BHS band class substitution for physical education credit.
Move the Board of Education approves the recommendation for high school students who successfully complete 2 consecutive years of band may substitute this experience for high school physical education credit. The
Support. Oh, sorry.
The substitution recognizes the physical and time commitment required for band participation and supports student engagement in the arts.
Support.
And just a clarification, that's a half credit. That students are still required to do the health portion of that. It's just the physical requirement that will be exempted.
Good, thank you for that. Any questions or comments?
I like the idea of this. If the committee hasn't talked about it, it would be nice if they had that same discussion for athletics, whatever those parameters are. I think both those are equally deserving of the half credit, leaving the health in there, which I think was state law in the presentation. But no, I think this is great. It's great for our band kids. It is physically demanding, especially the marching band portion of it. And band camp's probably right around the corner. And that's a good demanding week, you know.
And I know that there's been scheduling challenges, so that is a nice consideration for it too, so good.
I was going to say I was on the committee, and I appreciate all your hard work, and in the presentation you provided so much information. But I also agree with Katie, is that it just gives our schedule more flexible. It just gives other options. It's beneficial to our students. So thank you.
And Chris, thank you for that suggestion too for the committee to discuss. If nothing else, we'll go ahead with roll call.
Mr. Carlson,
Yes.
Ms. Brackett,
Yes.
Mr. Brown,
Yes.
Ms. Lesh, yes, Dr. Carlin,
Yes.
Dr. Burnett,
Yes.
and Ms. Berry.
Yes. All right, next we have the BEA 25-26 and 26-27 salary A schedules.
I make a motion the Buchanan Board of Education approves the Buchanan Education Association Salary Schedule A for the 2025-2026 and 2026-2027 school years.
Support.
Questions, comments?
So I do want to just thank the Finance and Facilities Committee for their guidance, and then also we're working with the BEA group. It was a lot more collaborative this year, and in working with them, and I think the more and more we work together, the stronger our relationship is, and really helping each other understand where we are and what we're coming to the table with. It's extremely helpful. So I appreciate just all of the guidance that the Facility and Finance Committee did give us, and then also working with the BEA group this year.
All right, go ahead with the roll call, please.
Mr. Carlson.
Abstain, based on my wife's employment.
Got it. Ms. Brackett.
Yes.
Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Ms. Lesh, yes. Dr. Carlin.
Yes.
Dr. Burnett.
Yes.
And Ms. Berry.
Abstain based on my relative's employment.
Got it.
All right, moving on to 2024-25 administrator cell phone reimbursement.
Sorry, go ahead. I was like, I'll do it this one. I make a motion the Buchanan Board of Education approves district leaders who are required to have a personal wireless communication device as a condition of their employment shall receive an annual stipend to reimburse them for the costs associated with maintaining and using the device for business purposes equivalent to leadership $35 per month for each month employed, and superintendent $50 per month for each month employed.
Support.
Thank you.
Questions or comments? And And this is just an annual.
Yeah, we,
Yep.
just a renewal.
Yep. All right, we'll go ahead with roll call.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Ms. Brackett?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Les, yes. Dr. Carlin?
Yes.
Dr. Burnett?
Yes.
And Ms. Berry.
Yes. All right. Too many things open here. All right, next up, we have the 25-26 administrative contracts.
I move the Buchanan Board of Education approves the annual district administrative contract for the 2025-2026 school year from July 1, 2025 to June 30, 2026. For Brian Pruitt, Buchanan High School Principal, Carrie Bernstein, Business Office Specialist, Callie Campbell, Director of Special Education, Dawn Hawk, Buchanan High School Assistant Principal, CD Director, Michael Babcock, Moccasin Elementary Principal, Mark Hurlin, Director of Operations and Instruction Systems Coordinator, Reed Macbeth, BVA and Athletic Coordinator, Shelby Beasley, Buchanan Middle School Principal, and Stacy Dennison, Ottawa Elementary Principal.
Support.
Okay. Any questions or comments? All right, we'll go ahead with roll call.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Ms. Brackett?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Les, yes. Dr. Carlin?
Yes.
Dr. Burnett?
Yes.
And Ms. Berry.
Yes. All right. Next, we have our 2026 Puerto Rico trip proposal for overnight student trip.
I move the Buchanan Board of Education approves the Spanish trip to Puerto Rico from June 20, 2026, returning June 24, 2026, in accordance with Board Policy Number 5506, under the supervision of Spanish teacher Eric Munyon.
Support.
And I do just want to say that Mr. Bunyan took a group 2 years ago, it was last year, so next year it'll be 2 years. Kids really enjoyed themselves. They learned a lot. He came back, had a nice presentation. So I'm happy that he has started this already and already a year in advance for allowing our kids to have another experience. outside
And
of
give
our
them
country.
time to save and plan
Yes.
and prepare, yeah, families.
It's only 5 days. That's it. There's so much to explore.
It's fast, yeah.
It is.
Especially if they have weather.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, it's an expensive trip, and the school budget doesn't allow us to send everyone. I think there are fundraising opportunities. I appreciate that he's been thoughtful about all the other activities. He schedules it at the end of all athletics, everything. There's nothing school-related going on that week, so everybody has an opportunity to be included without missing anything for school. It's a great opportunity for our students, and I think they all had a great time.
All right, go ahead with roll call.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Ms. Brackett?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Lush, yes. Dr. Carlin?
Yes.
Dr. Burnett?
Yes.
And Ms. Berry.
Yes. All right, next we will move into, actually I need a motion, please, to move into closed session for the superintendent mid-year evaluation review and an opinion of an attorney-client privilege letter.
I move the Buchanan Board of Education moves into closed session per Section 8A of the Open Meetings Act to conduct a mid-year evaluation review of the superintendent, and Section 8H to discuss an attorney-client privilege written opinion from legal counsel.
Support.
All right, time is 6:35. We'll go ahead with roll call.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Ms. Brackett?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Lush, yes. Dr. Carlin?
Yes.
Dr. Burnett?
Yes.
And Ms. Berry.
Yes. All right. And we're, so we can go ahead. we are ready. Okay. We return to open session.
I move the Buchanan Board of Education resolves to return to open session, 8:21.
Support?
Harvey got that.
Who seconded that?
Harvey.
Thank you.
All right. Questions or comments before we do roll call? Go ahead.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Ms. Brackett?
Yes.
Mr. Brown? Ms. Lesh, yes. Dr. Carlin?
Yes.
Dr. Burnett?
Yes.
And Ms. Berry?
Yes. All right. We are going to move on to the superintendent salary amendment.
I make a motion, the Buchanan Board of Education approves the salary amendment agreement for Superintendent Robinson.
Support?
I think one of the things here, and we have to follow the rules of the mid-year evaluation, we have discussion on the goals, so I think, Trish, very positive feedback, thank you. And the goals, I think we need to make this statement public, so one of the goals, the first goal is complete and will be removed, and the remaining goals will stay in place. There's great traction on those goals, and they're definitely tied into the work that's being done on a regular basis, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And any other comments or questions on this before we go to the roll call? Okay.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Ms. Brackett?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Lesh, yes. Dr. Carlin?
Yes.
Dr. Burnett?
Yes.
And Ms. Berry?
Yes. All right, next we have the custodial and maintenance employee handbook update.
I move the Board of Education approves the updated operations, custodial, and maintenance employee handbook.
Support. We updated, it's basically the same, they just added a few things for,
It's around the policies.
Around policies, yeah.
Around the.
Just making sure they're
the
current.
policies, yes. Yeah.
All right, go ahead with roll call.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Ms. Brackett?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Lesh? Dr. Carlin?
Yes.
Dr. Burnett?
Yes.
And Ms. Berry?
Yes. Next, we have the Berrien County Insurance Consortium Agreement and Letter of Agreement Insurance Consortium.
I move the Board of Education approves the Buchanan County Health Plan Consortium Agreement and the Buchanan Community Schools Letter of Agreement for participation in the Insurance Consortium.
Support.
You want to
All right,
share
so
some-
just quickly, we are one of 7 districts that are participating in this consortium. We're really excited about this because it is going to save our employees who are part of this some money around their insurance and health insurance. So it is being led by, Tom Brinks is now the vice president of this group, so we're excited to have Buchanan at the table on the governing board around this. So,
Nice.
this is going to be, it might take a year, 2 years for us, since we're at the top, to see all of the benefits, but it is, for the long haul, going to be very beneficial to our employees and their insurance costs.
And Trish, you said for those that are included, is there anybody in the district not included?
So it would be those who are not part of a union, who are not included. So the ones that are included are our transportation group, the pair group, BAMA, and our teachers union.
Any questions? Okay, good. Roll call.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Ms. Brackett?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Lesh? Yes. Dr. Carlin?
Yes.
Dr. Burnett?
Yes.
And Ms. Berry?
Yes. And finally, the appointment to the Buchanan District Library Board. That was my fault.
I move the Buchanan Board of Education appoints Nathaniel Lyon as a Buchanan Library Board representative to serve on the Buchanan District Library Board of Trustees.
Support.
I'm gonna put Katie for. Never wrote her name.
All right. Any questions, comments?
No, and you can see in the letter that he wants to continue, and we're all
Very
good.
passionate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, roll call.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Ms. Brackett?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Lesh, yes. Dr. Carlin?
Yes.
Dr. Burnett?
Yes.
And Ms. Berry.
Yes. All right. Any questions or comments from the board as we close out?
Just to let everybody know that National Night Out is August 5th, first Tuesday in August, right behind the high school. Come out, have fun, and get wet with us.
Same
and eat.
time?
Same time, 6
Okay.
to 9.
6 to 9.
Bring it on.
All good.
I had just wanted to say kudos to the administrators for hiring. I know that that has been something that they've been working very hard on, and the hires continue to come, and the open positions are not anything like some districts are experiencing, so it's awesome to see. And then I wanted to let you all know I will not be here on August 11th, so Harvey will be running the meeting. I'll be on vacation, so.
I need one of those.
You're going to solve all of our problems before that, though,
Right.
right?
We don't have problems.
No, we don't.
Anybody else have anything? All right, thank you all. We are adjourned at 8:28.